fast like a Fox engine gets. Urrak Markets. Bloodfang Raider. Melee attack. Ability, Shred. Deals damage. Desecrator. Ranged attack. Ability, Volley. Shoots multiple arrows in succession that deal area damage. Watch your feet. Ability, Infernal Explosive. Deals massive group-wide damage upon exploding. One player can heroically stand on the bomb, muffling the explosion and taking minor damage. Gore-Stained Butcher. Melee attack. Large. Immune to crowd control. Ability, Mince. Pummels target for 8 seconds. Tanks use defensives or run away during the channel. Be sure not to run through your team as Mince has a small area of effect. Ability, Furious Tantrum. Deals group-wide damage over 4 seconds. Ward up. Hellcaller. Melee caster. Ability, Demonic Lash. Deals damage to randomly targeted player. Interrupt if able. Ability, Armageddon. Conjures several meteors that deal damage across a small area. Watch your feet. Ability, Restore Vitality. A self-healing ability that heals self. Interrupt cast. Horned Seer. Dangerous spellcaster. Ability, Pain Bolt. Targeted spam damage spell. Low priority interrupt. Ability, Orb of Blood. A single red orb projectile is launched in the direction the Horned Seer is facing. On hit, deals damage and applies a debuff that increases damage taken by 20%. Can be dodged. Mid-priority interrupt. Ability, Sanguine Offering. 3 blood orb projectiles are launched from multiple directions when the spellcast completes. Dodgeable, but far more difficult to notice as the direction of the Horned Seer is irrelevant. High priority interrupt. Mancatcher. Melee attack. Ability, Grip. Pulls targets further than 15 yards away to the Mancatcher. Applies a 65% slow for a short duration. Stand close to the fight. Outrunner. Ability, Bolo Throw. Range damage dealing ability that slows a target by 40% for 5 seconds. Ability, Charge. Rushes targets outside of melee range. Stand close to the fight. Slaughtervine. Plant. Melee attack. Inactive unless stepped on. Optional mob. Slave Bind Totem. Ability, Guarded. Immune to damage until guards fall. Ability, Slave Binding Aura. Reduces player's primary ability stat by 20%. Urrak Slaver. Melee attack. Ability, Bloodlash Wake. Area damage knockback ability. Deadly in certain areas. Stay out of red circle. Ability, Barbed Chain. Chains 2 players together for 12 seconds, dealing damage over time. Damage is increased the further away chain targets stand from one another. Get friendly. Urrak Witch. Spellcaster. Ability, Mossfire Bolt. Targeted spam damage spell. Low priority interrupt. Ability, Grasping Vines. Creates ensnaring vines beneath target player, slowing and dealing damage over time. Ability, Jungle Rot. Group-wide debuff that deals damage over time. Healers dispel. And now it's time for the bosses. Brule and Drazul both share the ability Enrage. Enrage causes the healthier boss to deal increased damage based on the difference in health percentage between them. Slave Trader Brule. Spellcaster. Ability, Wild Bolt. Targeted spam damage spell. Interrupt when able. Ability, Creeping Death. Deals heavy damage to tank. Protect yourself. Ability, Wild Root Thorns. Spawns ensnaring roots beneath targeted player that slow and deal damage over time. If you have been targeted, get away from the center of the room. Position yourself along the edge of the boss arena, as close as possible to your teammates while outside the path of spinning scythes. The slowing effect of Wild Root Thorns is vital in preventing the forced movement of Drazul's Vortex ability. Wild Root Thorns decay into rotten undergrowth when Vortex ends, dealing increased damage over time to any players within. Drazul the Flesh Broker. Melee attack. Ability, Conjure Scythe. Throws a spinning blade that bounces around the arena, damages, and applies a bleed effect upon hitting a player. Ability, Infernal Explosive. Just like before, these deal massive damage to all party members unless one player stands on the bomb. Ability, Furious Tantrum. Deals high group-wide damage. Use defensives. Ability, Vortex. Draws players into the center of the boss room. Almost always fatal. Stand in Wild Root Thorns to resist the pull of Vortex. Now you're ready to run Urrak Markets.